Hello everyone, my name is Tanvi and I'm here to give a presentation on this newly NFO comes up in market, that is TATA Nifty India Digital Exchange Traded Fund. So basically this is an open-ended exchange traded fund replicating tracking Nifty India Digital Index. इसका जो benchmark है वो आपका Nifty India Digital Index है, and as you can see the riskometer, this fund is very high. The risk is very high as associated with this fund, and the benchmark he's been following up is also would be very high in future. So this new NFO scheme is already open from 14th of March 2022 and it will be last till 25th of March 2022. This is the new fund scheme which is launched by Tata Mutual Fund, and its fund manager is Meeta Shetty. So when we come to its funds overview, the investment objective of the scheme is to provide returns that correspond to the total returns of the securities as represented by Nifty, subject to tracking error. इसका एक ही इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि आपको ये जो भी रिटर्न्स देगी दैट वुड बी कॉरेस्पॉन्ड टू इट्स टोटल रिटर्न ऑफ द सिक्योरिटीज, एंड फंड्स को ट्रैक करने के लिए आपको निफ्टी एज अ बेंचमार्क फॉलो अप करना पड़ेगा, विच वुड प्रोवाइड यू एक्सपोजर टू द ग्रोइंग डिजिटल स्पेस इन इंडिया, एंड दैट वुड बी इंक्लूडिंग योर डिजिटल चेंज एजेंट्स एंड योर डिजिटल enablers. Now, digital change agents would be those who helps in transforming those traditional businesses by automation and reimagining the modes of delivery. And your digital enabler is a new term and will include your IT companies, which enabling digitization of the traditional businesses. Means those digital enablers are basically those which would help in transforming those traditional businesses into its digital format. जो काफी पुराने टाइम से जो ट्रेडिशनल थे, ट्रेडिशनल मेथड फॉलो करते थे अपना बिजनेस कंडक्ट करने के लिए, इफ दे वांट टू बी इन अ डिजिटल फॉर्मेट, डिजिटाइजेशन वो चाहते हैं, so they have to be in touch with these digital enablers. When we see the rise of digital businesses since 2012 to 2021, the share price CAGR is given as per the CAGR. As you can see that the Walmart, Coca-Cola, ExxonMobil and GE का जो परसेंटेज है CAGR का वो काफी स्लो स्लोप में है, कुछ स्टेडी है, बट इतना हाई नहीं गया है एज वी सी ऑफ these Netflix, Amazon, Facebook, Google, Apple. Why? Because they offer digital. They provide their services by way of digitalization. तो शेयर प्राइस CAGR इनका कंपैरेटिवली ज्यादा है एज ऑफ द फिजिकल ऑफरिंग्स. इससे डिजिटल बिजनेस का राइज आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो. When we see the digital India, specifically when we talk about our own country, since 2016 to 2022, the users of smartphones have been increased to double of it as of in 2016. Similarly, the internet users are also increased. The UPI payments were also increased. In financial year 17 and financial year 18, there was some steadiness as the general public doesn't have any faith on UPI payments. They feel unsafe when it comes to UPI payments. But COVID impact made them, or you can say they indirectly forced them to use those UPI payment methods, and growingly they achieved the trust of the general public. So that's why in financial year 2021, there was a sudden growth in the graph and it reached to 22,331 as per the percentage as of in 18 in financial year 17. Here you can see that how public is adopting that digitalization, and that's why it is increasing the importance of digitalization in our country. Average data consumption जो है if I talk about in MBs, that has also increased 2016 to 2020. It is not double, it's thrice of it or even more than that. When we come to the digital change agents and the digital enablers, as we have talked about it in our first slide, digital change agents would include your Naukri.com, IRCTC, Honeywell, इंडिया मार्ट, जस्ट स्टाइल, जीवनसाथी.com, ये सारी आपके डिजिटल चेंज एजेंट्स हैं, ये जो न्यू प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे आए थे। और डिजिटल इंडिया में डिजिटल एनेबलर्स कौन से हैं? दीज आर योर HCL, विप्रो, टेक महिंद्रा, इन्फोसिस, TCS. These companies would help or would enable the digitalization process for those who willingly want to convert their traditional businesses to its digital format. Now, as you can read, the Tata Mutual Fund has given that investors can take exposure to companies which are in the forefront of this process through Tata Nifty India Digital Exchange Traded Fund. टाटा म्यूचुअल फंड्स अपने इन्वेस्टर्स को एक प्रॉपर एक्सपोजर देगा टू दोज कंपनीज, उन फोर फ्रंट के सामने उनको लाके खड़ा करेगा कि so that they could have better understanding that where they are investing. As you can see कि डिजिटलाइजेशन के अंदर अर्ली स्टेजेस में कुछ फॉर्मेट्स होते हैं, कुछ प्रोसेस होता है. तो फर्स्ट इज योर कि देयर वुड बी अ ग्रोइंग स्केल. आपको अपनी कॉस्ट रिड्यूसिंग और मेंटेनिंग कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन को माइंड में रखते हुए आपको एक स्केल सेट कर उसको अचीव करना होता है. आपकी कैपिटल थोड़ी सी बढ़ सकती है डिजिटलाइजेशन में, और यू कुड ऑल्सो गेट अ चांस टू बी गेट लिस्टेड. फॉर the foreigners may look to raise more capital by getting listed on the equity market, play a greater role. Such companies may increasingly becoming more prominent to the economy and the equity markets. If your company is in the digitalization, your company would get more recognition than it used to have when it is in the traditional format. The major one, the asset allocation of this mutual fund has been provided by the Tata Mutual Funds. So here the assets would be get allocated first in the equity market and the debt market, debt and money market. Tata Mutual Fund is going to have its allocation in debt and money market to maintain the liquidity for those who want money. So for that liquidity issues, that they were investing small amount of their investments in the debt and money market with where the risk profile would be low, and majorly they are going to invest in equity related instruments or the equity where minimum would be 95 and your maximum would be 100, and risk is definitely is going to be high in the equity markets. अब फंड डिटेल्स के बारे में बात आती है, तो फंड डिटेल्स की NFO की डेट जो है इज योर 14 to 25 of March. इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑब्जेक्टिव इनका एक यही है दैट दे कि इनको रिटर्न्स जो ये अपने इन्वेस्टर्स को देंगे दैट वुड बी कॉरेस्पॉन्ड टू योर टोटल रिटर्न्स ऑफ द सिक्योरिटीज, जैसा निफ्टी इंडिया डिजिटल इंडेक्स के अकॉर्डिंग होगा. बाकी ये ऑब्जेक्टिव अचीव होगा या नहीं होगा, टाटा म्यूचुअल फंड्स इस चीज की कोई भी गारंटी नहीं लेता है. ये एक ओपन एंडेड एक्सचेंज ट्रेडेड फंड है, मींस कि आप इसमें जब चाहे तब एंटर कर सकते हो, जब चाहे तब आप इसको एग्जिट कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे जो एग्जिट और एंट्री लोड जो है वो आपका कंप्लीटली निल है. फंड मैनेजर एज आई हैव सेड दैट इज योर मीता शेट्टी. बेंचमार्क आपका निफ्टी इंडिया डिजिटल इंडेक्स है. Minimum investment amount during NFO would be of 5,000 in multiple of ₹1 thereafter. और NFO यूनिट प्राइस जो होगा अलॉटमेंट के टाइम पे हर एक यूनिट की वैल्यू जो होगी दैट वुड बी अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1/100 ऑफ अंडरलाइंग इंडेक्स होगी. अब इसके अंदर इन्वेस्टमेंट किसको करनी चाहिए? वो इन्वेस्टर्स जो लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल ग्रोथ को प्रेफरेंस देते हैं सबसे पहले, और वो इन्वेस्टर्स जो जिनके लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इज इन अ पैसिव फंड प्रोवाइडिंग एक्सपोजर कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग टू द निफ्टी इंडिया डिजिटल इंडेक्स है. Okay, thank you so much for listening me out throughout this, and please subscribe UShop channel for analysis of new bonds, NFO, NCD, IPO, ETF and many more. And also don't forget to visit yoshop.com and use coupon code YO100 for flat rupees 100 discount on all the products and free 1 year GST and ITR e-filing services. Thank you so much.